Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to be looking at the plants which I'm going to take with me to the USA. These are the plants that are more rare, more special to me, and they are the ones that are going to have first preference of coming with me to the USA, whereas the other ones I'm most likely just going to sell off to anyone who wants them here in Australia. But yeah, I have a bunch of different plants here that I've picked out to show you guys, and yeah, I think that you guys will really enjoy seeing how well these plants have grown, even though all the other ones that we've had in the past, as you know, have done very, very badly in the heat of the Gold Coast on Australia. So let's get into it. So quick off this list of plants that I'm going to show you guys, those plants back there, those plants are not all the plants we'll be taking. Some of them are these tuberous drosera that I have over here, which I won't be showing you in this video because they're actually part of our bi-weekly update videos on our tuberous drosera. If you don't know what I mean, it means that you've missed the previous video, which means you should go and watch it because there's some really special plants in there which I will definitely be taking with me to the USA when that eventually happens, which I don't know when that is. Just fixing the roof. But I don't know when that will be, guys. I hope it is sooner rather than later, but you know how visas are. It's not an easy process. But there are a few tuberous droseras that I will be taking with me. For example, the Collinsiae and the Andersonii. There's also some plants which don't look good right now, such as our Collinsiae over here from Mpumalanga, South Africa. That was definitely one I'll be taking, but I will be taking the seeds. And a lot of other plants here, like for example the capensis alba, Lyciaes, the boring plants which I have seeds of, I will be taking with me to the USA too, because seeds are very, very easy to bring into countries. If you didn't know, I brought all these plants with me into Australia. If you follow the Biocon website, it's all listed there, the steps you need to take, and it's the easiest method. But as we know, you can't get all the carnivorous plants into into Australia, because some of them are cultivars and they have to be living tissue. So yeah, anyway, that's not the point of the video. Let us now look at all of our plants down here. I'm very excited to show them to you guys. So first off, we will be taking this. This is Droster Regioi. And you may be thinking to yourself, oh yeah, it's gotta be, this here, or maybe these here on the sides. Yeah, there's way more plants in here than what you think. Everywhere that you see small little round traps, that's a plant. There, everywhere. That is a Droster Regioi. That's not a Droster Regioi. Now, why will I be taking this plant with me? Well, for the main reason that this Droster Regioi we got from one of our subscribers, Richard Davian. He is probably one of the most influential people on this channel that has helped us a lot. One of our subscribers. He's given us many plants, obviously like this one here. This is Droster Regioi from the reserve which he found it. But the interesting thing about it, besides coming from him, who's, once again, thank you, Rich, for everything that you've done for this channel. Besides him helping us out with so many different plants and resources and so much valuable information, is that this plant is what people would call Droster pygmy. However, this specific plant that he's found in the Mankara Reserve, Droster Regioi, which he likes to call it, are actually smaller than Droster pygmy. Now, I don't know if you guys did or didn't know this, but Droster pygmy is the smallest sundew in the world. Now, these Droster Regioi are smaller, and they also have different flowering patterns. So you see all these little pieces sticking up here. These are all flowers which have all flowered and produced seed, which is why we actually have seeds in like every single pot. We have these little pygmy droseras like everywhere, just popping up in random pots. Like, I'm not complaining, but it's just insane. But yeah, guys, these plants are actually smaller than the pygmy, and he does believe that these are a different species, one that is not yet described. So if any of you guys, any of you taxonomical guys want to, investigate these, want some seeds or something, let me know, and I'm sure we can organize something, because then we're going to have another carnivorous plant in the world. Anyway, another cool thing about these guys is that although they may be tiny, their roots are not. Look at the length of their roots. Now, yeah, this is insane. This has got to be 18 or 20 centimeters in length of the roots, which surprises me. Honestly, it really does. But yeah, this is one that we will be taking with us to the USA. Now, just to let you guys know, this video was suggested to me by one of our subscribers. This is a video recommendation. If you have a video recommendation, let me know. I'll make a video on it. It will be good for the channel if we all have some input and say, because this is not my channel really, it's our channel. So yeah, guys, let me know if you have anything you want me to talk about or record or anything. It will be a lot of fun and very interesting. Now, next up we have Droster venusta. This is from South Africa. Not this specific plant, this is just a general venusta. And they have this upright growth habit, as you can see with the couple plants that look alright. And they also have the, what is it now? The leaf blade goes slightly thick to thin to slightly thick again into the trap. So that's how you know that they're venusta, that they have this upright growth habit. Obviously these ones have died off, one flowered, which is why we got more babies, and these guys like to be kept colder. It is way too hot, like I've mentioned already here. I'm staying to grow these plants long term. Essentially, it's too hot during the day and they don't get a nighttime temperature drop, which is what they need. And it stays way too hot for too long and way too humid too, which means that they can actually rot away. And this is a video that I did. This is a video topic I did a couple of weeks ago if you guys are interested to learn how to not let your plants rot away. But yeah, this is one of them, Droster venusta. Very beautiful plant, native to South Africa where I'm from. But yeah, guys. There we go. Now, let me get on to one of the more interesting looking plants. This is our Utricularia Uniflora from, what is this? Something ring, something. I'm not really too sure. As long as their number is there, I can identify it. This is number 5. And I will go into my phone when I'm done recording and I'm going to write down all of their names onto the pots because these tags are starting to fade away, which is a real big problem. Now, if you guys didn't know, Utricularias are actually carnivorous plants that grow in the ground, they grow in the soil, and some of them live in the water. And they have these microscopic traps that capture and digest and eat microscopic prey, which makes them super interesting. But what makes them even more interesting is that they produce beautiful, beautiful flowers. Now, you can't see the flowers of this guy right now, obviously, but you can see their leaves. All these little round little leaves is the leaves of our Utricularia, and they have their traps that's going into the pots, all inside of here, eating whatever microscopic organisms they can find. And come springtime, they make beautiful, beautiful flowers. So if you guys do want to see those flowers, make sure you subscribe to the channel because when they flower, I do show you. Just put these guys off to the side. Next up, we have our Droster admirabilis, which are these guys over here. These are also native to South Africa. These specific ones are not ones that, that have location data. They're just native to South Africa. But they don't look really that happy, guys. And you can also see a Mankara, Droster Mankara down here. And we also have an Arame or something over here. This is 2, one here, one here. These are actually tuberous drosteras, which their seeds come from the plants that I mistakenly allowed to flower 2 years ago. But the rest here should be admirabilis. I am pretty certain that they are. But as you can see, they're not in the greatest of shape. They are cold lovers and the summer's been way too hot. But these are one that I will get. And actually I noticed here it has FK in it, which means fern kloof. So yeah, these are actually plants which are from a location in South Africa, which makes them even rarer. So I will be taking these with me too, guys. Not much to see with them. Yeah. Up next, we have a Droster admirabilis. Oh, Aliciae. This is actually Droster Aliciae, because I wasn't too sure which one it was or wasn't. Now, yeah, this is why I am renaming them all, because these tags are just breaking off. Take a look at how beautiful this plant is, guys. This plant is one of those that has actually not hated the heat of the summer, Yeah, some of them did die off. They got a bit too hot, but as you can tell, they are very, very happy. They're beautiful plants. Look at the size of that, guys. That's easily 2 inches across. Easily. Like, I don't know. My hands are small, but yeah. It's 2 inches, which is like 5-6 centimeters. Beautiful plants, guys. And you can tell that they don't have that, you know, the lack of trichomes down in the bottom of the leaf blade, and they don't constrict and go big again. They have trichomes right from the beginning of the leaf blade all the way to the end, and they're very broad at the end. It's a very, very beautiful specimen of plants that we have here. Now, if you guys do want some plants, I do have some for sale. If you want one of these specific plants that I'm showing you guys here today, let me know. For example, these Alicias here, I can divide some up, but I will need like a minimum order of at least 10, because 1 teaspoon, I take a teaspoon of plants at a time. 1 teaspoon gives me at least like 15 plants or something, and I don't quite have the space for them. So if you guys want some, let me know. Email me, Facebook me, Instagram me, something. Get in contact with me, and I can count it all up and ensure we have the right amount of people for it. But yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful pots of plants that we have that we grew from seeds too. Over here, we have also Alicias. Now you guys can see, they may both be Alicias, but they don't look the same. And that's where location data comes into play. So now those Alicias that I had just previously shown you, they're just basic, bland, boring, you know, Alicias. But these guys have location data. And these guys are from Tierkorp something. Not too sure. They're from a different mountain range. And basically, you can see they actually have thinner leaves, and they're much redder and have a darker green than this one over here. Now guys, bear in mind, some of these plants may be misidentified. These are just the identities which I have gotten from people who have provided me with these plants. So just bear in mind, some of them may be wrong, but for the most part, I am pretty certain that they are what I say they are. And if not, hey, we will make mistakes. Let me know and we can correct them. Anyways, you guys can see that these plants are just gorgeous. Look at the size of that. Now this one has got to be about at least 2.5 to 3 inches in size. Look at that size, guys. That's insane. It's beautiful, beautiful plant. And same with this, guys. If you want this plant, let me know. But as you can see, if I take like 1 teaspoon, how many plants I want to get? So I need to have like at least people who wants it. At least 10 people who wants it. You guys can see the hairy back of the leaves here. You can also see where the trichomes of the traps end. Just there. A little bit of a circle right in the middle. Very beautiful plants. And as you can see, it's also creating some nice, thick, healthy roots. Because these guys like to spread. I actually have a pot on the table where the plants have grown across pots. So if I want to remove them, I have to pick up 2 pots at once. But yeah, beautiful plant right here. Are you guys ready for another Aliciae? This one is another Aliciae, but with a different location data. And as you can see, they actually have slightly thicker traps and they're smaller growers. Now they do look very, very similar because I think they're from the same mountain range, but obviously a different location. But I hope you guys can see the difference in thickness of the leaves. Can you guys see that? These guys are slightly thicker, and that's what makes them different. And it's, you know, that's why location data is such an important thing, because they're all different, and this is a very big thing. Like, I don't know if you guys are getting the point I'm trying to make, but location data is so big and important with plants because it helps us track evolution and changes in ecosystems and whatnot. You know, there's people out there that know way more about it than me, but you can see slight variation in the plants, and yeah, it gets me excited, but I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to convey here. These are slightly different because they're from a slightly different location. Some people won't see it, but I can definitely tell. Beautiful, beautiful plant too. And guess what, guys? Yep, this is another Aliciae that I have for you guys. Bam. And once again, it looks very, very similar to the one I just showed you, but you can see that the end of these ones, the end of the leaf blade is actually way thinner than these ones. You see how broad these leaves here are compared to these ones are much broader. See that? And once again, it's all because of location data, which makes them so much more rarer and unique. And yeah, check that, they're from Table Mountain, Site 2, whatever. Beautiful, beautiful plants, guys. So yeah, basically all the plants that have location data, which makes them rare and unique, I will be taking with me. Now I have 2 more plants to show you guys, or actually a little bit more than that, I think. Over here we have something. Now I don't quite remember what exactly it is, but if I remove this, we can figure it out. Drosera tomentosa, and the paint marker is no longer being painty, but I will remove our foil, which we put on together ages back because the foil is now deteriorated. But yeah, this is Droster tomentosa, a very rare plant with location data, I think. Nah, this one doesn't have location data. But as you guys can tell, it is a gorgeous plant. They're obviously not the happiest because they are winter growers and we just finished summer. But they are still alive, which is what I'm most grateful for. Hopefully we can get to the USA before next summer. I doubt it, but we can always hope. Over here we have Drosera latifolia. Remove the foil. And look at that. Move the tag. But you guys can see, they also don't look so good, but the plants are still alive. Like I said, I'm just grateful that they are alive and they didn't die, because we had so many plants die off this past summer, guys. It makes me very, very sad. But yeah, you can see the plants are still alive. Now we have 2 more plants, guys, and the last one is our Droster Regioi. So it's grown a lot since I last potted it up with you guys, done the seeds with you guys. So make sure you stick around until then, because honestly it is one that I'm very happy to show you guys, very excited, because it is doing so much better now that the weather has cooled down. This is our Drosera villosa from Serra do Ibicopa. Location data, it's rare, I'm taking it. Beautiful plants also. Like I said with the others, not the happiest, but at least they're still alive. Beautiful, beautiful plants. You guys can see where the rain has actually destroyed the soil that the plants were in. Yeah, just cannot wait to get somewhere more stable in terms of being able to live somewhere like non-temporarily, because like I've told some of you guys, I'm living in Australia as a student. I study, and it's quite difficult to, you know, settle down and grow roots in a country where they may kick you out at any time. So that's why I want to, you know, try to find a place I can live permanently. Anyway, this is our Drosera villosa. And up next is our Droster Regioi, guys. Take a look. Look how beautiful it is. This is the world's biggest sundew, next to Drosera gigantea, which is a tuberous sundew. That one is the biggest one by mass. This is the biggest one in terms of leaf blade size. Now we had huge problems with this one, and that something kept eating it. We kept getting deformed traps, deformed leaves, and then it died away, and then, you know, it's just a big mission. What do we have growing over here? Okay, well, we've got something, hopefully will grow back. But we've also got 2 baby Droster Regii growing here. And honestly, guys, this plant was getting destroyed in its past spot. And now in the past 2 or 3 weeks, since I've moved it up into this porch that you see here, like under the shade, away from the grow table, because they were under the grow table, they're getting a little bit more light, and because it's cooler, they can be out here, which means they can get more light, which means they can grow way better. And you guys can see the newest growth in this plant. This leaf here, nearly completely unfurled. It's just so healthy, so happy. Beautiful plants. And I cannot be any more grateful to have this plant growing with us, happily and healthily, and that we also have some more babies coming out. This is definitely one that I will be taking with me to the US when we eventually move, because it is one of my favorite plants, and why not, you know, just get the permits and everything will be fine. But yeah, guys, that concludes our video of all the different plants in the collection that I will be taking with me. Obviously, there are some, like I mentioned, that I'll be taking the seeds of. Different tuberous drosera, which are very rare plants, I will be taking with me. But for the majority, these are the plants, which I will be taking with me. Hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know if you guys want me to do any other type of specific videos. I'm happy to do them just like this one. Yeah guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss out on our next video. It will be a tuberous drosera update video. The plants that I don't want to show you today because they look so good. They will be in the next video. So make sure you subscribe. And if you need help with anything guys, I'm happy to help. Reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook, here in the YouTube comments, or you can just email me. Anyway guys, see you next time.